Hey everybody, Greg here, and I am at Iowa River Power, as you can see the sign behind me. And this is a short intro video to one of several significant intersections for bicyclists and trails in the Iowa City Coralville area. Now, Iowa River Power is on First Avenue in Coralville, which is the street that's just kind of running you know, along here by Iowa River Power, and the intersection between First Avenue and then 5th Street, which kind of heads off going west from here. So if you're biking in the area and you go down 5th Street, you're going to get toward kind of the hub of Coralville, which includes the public library, which is very nice, by the way, and some coffee shops, the New Pioneer Co-op, quite a few local businesses, and interesting things to see down that way. And between here and there is just an amazing development that has gone on. There's still some work being done, but for mixed-use urban space. So great little businesses along the way, and nice condos, apartments, etc. It's definitely worth seeing. So that's kind of as you head down 5th, and then of course you can keep going down through Coralville all the way to the shopping mall down there, and then a nice trail, the Clear Creek Trail, that heads through the woods back. But anyway, this then becomes a hub for that. There's quite a bit of parking here, as long as it's not a Sunday morning when they're having their special lunch brunch going on here at the Iowa River Power, or any other peak time. You can usually find parking. I'm here on weekday during the day, and anyway, if you were to head that way, which is south on First Avenue here in Coralville, you would head toward the essentially Finkbine Golf Course area, Mormon Trek. You can bike along there, and there's entry to the Mormon Handcart Trail. There are quite a few trails that way. If you're, again, I say just go down First Avenue till you get to the main strip there in Coralville. So that's another direction you can head into. If you head north, and I'm going to spin the camera here and show you, if you head north along, there's a trail which I'm going to point out, but it just kind of goes along here, along the river. You can get to the Iowa River Landing without needing to go into the street at all. There's a really nice trail system going back to the Iowa River Landing, where you'll find 30 Hop and Back Pocket Brewery and a bunch of other little businesses in there. There's even a kind of a wetlands museum, essentially, or outdoor wetlands education center that's been developed. It's just wonderful. So that's heading north from this area. We've talked about going west, going south, going north, and then finally, if you head east from Iowa River Power, which is right here, you'll notice there's a bridge here that you can, let me give you a closer look. You can walk your bike up the steps here. There's actually a little ramp you can take. And then on the other side, there are not steps. There is just a ramp that you can use to ride your bike. You won't have to get off your bike. But there's this walking bridge . You can see that there, a really nice walking bridge that you can ride your bike across, and then go into another trail system that takes you to Dog Park and what's known as the Peninsula neighborhood. It's a destination walkable neighborhood with little businesses and homes. So that's what makes this spot kind of a helpful landmark to anybody who's into biking and cycling, whether you live in the area or you're just visiting. This is kind of a good place to sort of branch out from and explore. And let me show you here in the parking lot. You'll notice that there's an incline, going up, so you can just kind of ride your bike up here. And then the signage that's available, I want to point out, because this is kind of common for the area. You're going to see, get my riding glove off, you're going to see signs like these. So here, as I said, if you head east from here across that walking bridge, there's a great view of the river and the dam area here and the spillway. But if you head east, it's just a few minutes to the dog park. You can also stay on this trail here and follow it just a couple of minutes going, again, as I said, south. You'll catch up to the Clear Creek Trail. And I had mentioned, you know, heading west from here is the public library, just a few minutes away. And then the dog park, as I mentioned, is across that walking bridge. And this sign is sort of indicating which directions to go. And then again here, mention of the public library, and then Iowa River Landing, which is, as the arrow's indicating, you want to just head straight along this trail. And what's nice about that is you're going to be close to the river and you'll be avoiding the traffic over here. So, and as that winds around, you go around between that mound of dirt and the river, and you'll just keep going, and it's just really wonderful over there. So anyway, I wanted to point that out, and I'm going to provide some more videos of, you know, what happens when you go in any of these directions and what you'll see, and hopefully that'll help out. I'm going to try to mix it up with not just video but also some Google Maps, which and a lot of people I think maybe don't realize this, but you know, the Google Maps and the iPhone, you know, map and mapping system for some time has offered you know, you can choose driving or public transit or walking, which is handy, but there's not bicycle. You know, you have to pick one of those available ones. Google has added a really nice feature, which is the ability to see trails and to distinguish between bike trails and hiking trails in Google Maps. It's very cool. So whether, you know, like I say, whether you're from this area or you're just visiting, it's great to just jump in there to Google Maps and look for the indicator where you can reveal those hiking and biking trails, and it'll show you some of the minor trails, some of the dead-end trails, which are fun actually anyway, and then some of the connecting trails, which is part of what I've been working on for a few years now, is to video record you know, the trails themselves and then show people how these trails connect up. So anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, suggestions, feedback. I'm also wanting to continue to provide essentially like a trails hotline. So, you know, if you're just arriving or if you're in the middle of a ride or whatever, you got a question or you need something, just you can call the trails hotline, which is provided on my website, which is where this video will be, or it'll be linked below. I won't mention a specific website now in this video because that website may change or whatever. So I want the video to be universally available and usable for everybody. But anyway, again, thanks and happy trails.